Do you know about Rachael Ray's heartbreaking tragedy? What happened to her in a real-life story you don't know? Over the last 2 decades, Rachael Ray has gone from an untrained chef doing local television segments in Albany, New York, to a full-on media mogul with her hands in everything from publishing to cookware to home furnishings. That's all in addition to her thriving television career, which has shifted with the end of her syndicated talk show but has certainly not stalled. After making her mark locally with segments promoting her trademark 30-minute meals, an idea she developed and taught while working at a gourmet market, Ray was tapped to write her first cookbook in 2000. She caught the attention of Food Network, who offered Ray her own show in 2001. Ray began hosting 30-minute meals the next year, and she kept it going all the way through 2019. The show's quick success led to many other opportunities for the star, including other Food Network programs such as $40 a Day and a Rachel's Vacation. Ray's empire expanded when she launched her magazine in 2005 and especially when she began hosting her self-titled daytime talk show in 2006. Ray's talk show stayed on the air until 2023, during which time she continued to juggle multiple Food Network shows, write over 20 cookbooks, and develop numerous product lines. But while her career has been on a continuous upward path since before Y2K, Ray has also had her fair share of setbacks. A horrible case of croup led to lifelong voice issues. In previous interviews, Ray has told publications that she's had issues with her voice since she was a child and that she never had strong vocal cords to begin with. Rachael Ray is known for many things: high levels of energy, widespread knowledge of cooking despite never having attended culinary school, and tons of drive, but one of her most defining characteristics is her gravelly voice. Whether you watched her long-running syndicated show or not, chances are that if you are familiar with Ray, you are also familiar with her signature rasp. While Ray has sounded this way for as long as she has been famous, cigarettes or any other voice-altering substance are not to blame for her gruff voice. In fact, Ray has struggled with her voice for her entire life, and it was especially bad pre-puberty. And, sure, a raspy voice can be cool, but not if it has been the cause of medical issues or takes away one's ability to communicate on the regular. Ray's voice box has continuously been a problem for her, as she caught croup, an infection that affects the airway, when she was growing up. I had a lot of croup as a kid, so I don't have the strongest vocal cords to begin with, Ray told People in 2006. I went to a voice doctor, who taught me exercises for my throat and to cut back a little on the caffeine. In 2008, Ray also had to go in for surgery to remove a cyst on one of her vocal cords, but she was back to her bubbly, gravelly voiced self after a week of strict vocal rest. She dealt with rumors of her husband's infidelity for years. Rachael Ray married John Cusimano, a musician, actor, and lawyer, in 2005, and fans are quite familiar with him by way of his frequent appearances on Ray's daytime show. Unfortunately, while the host has never been accused of cheating herself, she has for years had to deal with reports of her husband's indiscretions. Plus, she has faced a lot of judgment from the public for her hubby's actions, which have not even been proven true. Despite the unverified nature of the rumors, Ray and Cusimano have continually had to defend their relationship. In a 2007 interview with People, Ray confirmed she had heard about 6 women her husband allegedly cheated with but made it clear she was no dupe spouse. "I've known where he is every night since we've been married," she said. The couple also felt pushed to put out an official denial in 2013 after tabloids alleged that Cusimano was a regular at a New York City swingers club called Checkers. This is yet another pack of lies printed by the National Enquirer, who have been targeting John and Rachael for several years with no merit, just said their publicist, via the Daily Mail. Her aunt's tragic death led to a bitter family feud. Many people can identify with not seeing eye to eye with a relative or even cutting them out of the picture when the relationship becomes too toxic. In the case of Rachael Ray, it was a more distant relative who decided to call her out in the media. Her cousin, who was incensed over the death of her mother and armed with the belief that Ray is to blame. The unfortunate death of Ray's aunt turned into a full-on war after the TV personality and her husband skipped out on the funeral, and the tabloids jumped on the chance to paint Ray in a negative light. Ray's aunt, Geraldine, died after accidentally locking herself outside in freezing weather. This occurred in November 2013 when she was house-sitting for her sister, Ray's mother, Elsa, in chilly upstate New York. "My mother is dead today because the Ray family neglected her," said Ray's cousin, Gina, in an interview with the National Enquirer. When it came time for the funeral, Ray and her husband were not in attendance due to work. "It's inexcusable," Gina argued. "It shows a total lack of caring." She lost her New York home in a devastating fire. Very few people had a good 2020 or 2021, thanks, global pandemic. And some people definitely had it worse than others. Many lost loved ones to COVID-19, their jobs, and their general autonomy. Rachael Ray was lucky in that she maintained her health and her job, but she did lose something that most of us value an incredible amount: her beloved home in the Lake Luzerne region of upstate New York. When not working on her show, that was known to be Ray's primary residence, located across the street from her mom's home and in the area she has been connected to for decades. Ray was staying at her upstate home during the pandemic and was there when a devastating fire ravaged it in August 2020. She had just started up the fireplace to set the mood when a neighbor came rushing over to alert her that the roof was on fire. "I drew this house on a piece of paper 18 or 19 years ago," as she told ET in December 2021. "We lived in it for almost 16 years and it burned on August 9th into the ground. It burned for a long time, actually." Ray has since rebuilt the home, and she even created a show, Rachael Ray's Rebuild, to help others who have lost their homes and possessions. So viewers, please like this video and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.